Hello, hello, and it is week 7. Whew, that is a lot of weeks to be doing this online school stuff. I hope that things are going well for you, and that you're enjoying the activities that we have going on. I think there are a lot of positives to what we're doing, but I definitely would prefer seeing you guys in person in school. This week is a continuation of last week. So the bottom line for today is I want to see your controlled experiments to see if you could conduct a controlled experiment. And so here's how this is going to work. The directions for this week. First, if you did not do this last week, I'm going to copy these over into the week 7 folder. So you want to make sure you watch the conducting the experiment video, Edpuzzle video, and then actually do your experiment. If you have not done your experiment, this is where you do your experiment. You want to put your data in the data table, and reminder that you want to do multiple trials. Most of you, especially for those of you flying airplanes and you're not if you're actually physically throwing them, which is hard to control, you want to make sure you do at least 5 trials to see how far they go. Some people should be okay with 3 trials each. The bottom line is you want to do multiple trials so you can find an average. And that's all in that video. Definitely take pictures and short video clips of your experiment because you're going to use those in your final Google Slide presentation. Lots of pictures of the materials that you're using, pictures of you doing your experiment, anything that you can add to make this visually great, because unfortunately when we would do this in class I would see all of you actually doing your experiment and I don't have that opportunity anymore. So once you collect your data, you are going to attempt to make a graph. And this is one of those videos where you are going to make your graph as you watch the video. And so the video gives you instructions on how to make a graph using Google Sheets. If you follow the directions, you'll be fine. But please reach out if you have any questions. It can be a little bit tricky if you don't follow the directions. There's going to be a place to submit your graph. And then the last thing in your experiment is a power conclusion. Basically what a power conclusion does is summarize your entire experiment. And instead of having you writing like a paragraph, there's a couple of questions that we ask that you answer. But this should be in like complete sentences because your final product, you can take those sentences and then turn them into a paragraph. Before you make your final Google Slide presentation, go back and make any of the changes that you need to make to any of those sections. Did you check your spelling? Did you take out the random spaces that were in your sentences, especially in your hypothesis? A lot of you have random spaces in your hypothesis. It's just one sentence. Your materials list, make sure it's a bulleted list. Again, check your spelling. Your procedure, do you have complete sentences? Do all of your steps end in a period? Your data table, get rid of any blank thing that you didn't actually use. So if you only did 3 trials, delete the columns that say trial 4 and trial 5. Your graph, and then your power conclusion. And then there's a place to make a Google Slide presentation. Include pictures, make it good. That's what I'll be seeing. And those are the 7 things that you need to complete in order to be satisfactory. We also have a Flipgrid discussion for you to basically summarize your experiment for everybody else to see. And then if you'd like, please feel free to take the independent and dependent variables quiz in Schoology. It's 3 questions. It's all about your experiment. I will have Zoom office hours this week on Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 3. The links will be in Schoology. That would be a great time for you to connect with me if you are starting your graph and you're like, I've got no idea how to make this graph. I follow the instructions and I'm still stuck. So I can help walk you through if you need help with that. Okay? Have a wonderful week. And I can't wait to see all of the pictures and videos from your experiment. Please know that Hannah and I are doing many experiments here at home. Hers are dealing with potty training. It's not going so well. But it's all good. Have a great week and be in touch.